an answer. On the third day, as he sat near the station, he noticed some beautiful flowers blooming on nearby plants. Suddenly, he had an idea. Why not give these flowers to people in return for their alms? He liked the thought. He picked some flowers and went to beg on the train. Now, whenever anyone gave him money, he would hand them a few flowers in return. People smiled and happily kept the flowers. Day by day, more and more people began giving him alms. He realized that when he had flowers to give, people eagerly gave him money. But when he ran out of flowers, no one gave him anything. This became his daily routine. One day, while begging, he again saw the same tall man in the train, the one whose words had changed his life. He quickly went to him and said, "Sir, today I have something to give you in return. If you give me alms, I'll give you these flowers." The tall man smiled, gave him some money, and took the flowers. He said, "Wonderful. You have become a businessman, just like me." He got down at his station and left. But his words once again touched the beggar's heart deeply. He kept thinking about what the man said and felt very happy. His eyes sparkled with new hope. He looked up to the sky and shouted with excitement, "I'm not a beggar anymore. I'm a businessman. I can become rich too." People around thought he had gone mad. But the next day, that beggar was nowhere to be found at the station. 6 months later, at the same station, two men in suits were traveling by train. They looked at each other, shook hands, and one of them said, "Do you recognize me?" The other replied, "No, I don't think we've met before." The first man smiled and said, "Oh, but we've met twice before, right here on this very train." The second man looked surprised. "I don't remember." "When did we meet before?" The first man smiled again and said, "I'm the same beggar you once refused to give alms to, and the same man who later gave you flowers." The tall man was astonished. "Oh, now I remember. You were that beggar. But tell me, how come you're in a suit today? What are you doing these days?" The man replied, "Yes, I